Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be giving you your June 2023 reading for your zodiac sign, and this is going to be a tarot and oracle reading. I'm going to be using a traditional tarot deck. This is the Shadowscapes deck, and then also this oracle deck for messages from your spirit guide. Just my usual disclaimer for tarot readings. Nothing in the cards is set in stone, and this is simply a reflection exercise. So if something doesn't resonate with you, you don't need to take that with you. And once again, you're in charge of your own destiny. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. This reading is meant for your sun and rising sign. If you want to check for other signs like your Venus sign for specific topics, you can as well. So I'll have timestamps listed below, and there should also be video chapters that you can skip to look at your sun and rising signs so you can get your reading for June 2023. Okay, let's begin. Okay, so for my Aries signs, let's start. Get a good shuffle. Okay. So let's do just our first card. Let's pick it up for June 2023. Okay, so we have a major arcana. For your June 2023, we have the Empress. So this is a beginning for you. You are going to be feeling if you have started a new project, you are going to see it start like taking its wings. It's going to make its way off the ground. So if you are working on something right now, a project, whether it's artistic or academic, you are going to see it start to flourish. It's going to take its own kind of life. You're in that point where it's becoming something. It's not going to, it's a bit far from completion at this point, but you're going to be able to see some results of your work actually in front of your eyes. You're going to see evidence of that. And this is going to be a creative month for you and a productive month for you. The Empress is representative of creation and bringing thoughts into fruition. So if you've been thinking and you've been planning for a long time, June is going to be the month where these plans are going to start becoming a reality. And this is the time to start making those things happen. So let's get another card to see. Yeah, so this is, again, going with the theme of putting things into action, the Ace of Wands. So this is something becoming a new part of your life, taking action to make something happen, to you are kind of in the planning stage and you are in the idea stage, and now is the time to put that fire energy into it, the Wands suit, and to start taking that action. You're going to be taking your first step to really make it a reality. So you might have something planned already for June that might be taking you towards that. And yeah, I look forward to see how that goes for you. Let me know. And let's do one more card. I like to read in threes. I think 3 is always such a well-rounded number. Okay, we have another major arcana. So I think that the month of June is going to be really significant for you in your life. So this is the Hermit, and this has to do with isolation, focus, and stuff like that. Just being really focused on your craft and your work. And you may find that you're wanting to find like some quiet time. It's also indicative of someone who's like a bit of a master, like very dedicated to their work, dedicated to quiet and to their own mind and to spirituality. And you might need to find quiet time for yourself to really be able to put this plan into action and get done what needs to be done to really allow yourself to succeed in this project that you have planned. So you may need to take some time away, maybe not have too many nights or days out with friends, and maybe more time to focus on your goals. So yes, the Hermit is just a reminder for us that it's okay to be alone at times, and it's okay to just find quiet and to focus on our creativity, on our mind. And yes, so let's see then what our animal spirit guides have for you for the month of June, Aries. Okay. I love these oracle cards. They were given as a gift to me. I absolutely love animals, and I just think, we're so connected to the world around us, and even in science, every living thing is simply our cousin, our long lost cousin, and I think it's so important to find that connectedness to nature and to the other creatures in this world, to show kindness to them, and we can learn so much from them in return. Okay, so let's get a card for you. So for Aries, June 2023, you have the Tortoise. And this says, you're too fragmented, so do whatever it takes to get grounded. And this is definitely going in line with the Hermit and with your other cards too, that you are having to find groundedness, to slow down to actually enact what needs to be enacted in your life. So here is your spirit guide for the month of June, the Tortoise, and I will also read to you from the guidebook. Let's see. The Tortoise. So, when you're feeling pressure from any number of fronts, pulled this way and that by the demands of modern life, it's very easy to succumb to a false sense of urgency, feel out of balance and fragmented, and be in a constant state of tension. You can become forgetful and have difficulty sleeping. You may even attempt to stabilize and center yourself by resorting to the use of addicted substances or activities, hoping that they'll help you feel more at home in your own skin. Meanwhile, your mind rushes ahead from one thing to the next, while your body tries to play catch-up. The technology web, consisting of computers, the internet, cell phones, faxes, and television, plus the noises all around, creates a constant assault on your senses. Exhausting, isn't it? First, recognize that most things that you treat as emergencies or crises are merely inconveniences. Then, slow down. Move to a little bit slower than you're accustomed to, and practice breathing slower and deeper every opportunity you get. This in itself helps you align with your internal rhythms, rather than being in a state of continuous reactivity to outside forces. Spend time in nature and take off your shoes and socks. Putting your bare feet on the ground allows you to truly experience your solid connection to the earth. When you do, notice the difference in how you feel and see if your mind isn't at least a bit calmer. It may be challenging at times to do any of this, but it can be done. It just takes your clear intention and willingness. So for my Aries, I hope you have a wonderful June 2023. I hope this reading resonated with you, and please let me know in the comments what you thought. And thank you so much for watching. On to the next. Hello, Taurus. So here I have for you your June 2023 reading with a message from your animal spirit guides. So let's go ahead and get started. This is for my Taurus sun and rising. So let's begin. I like to read in threes, so we're going to do 3 tarot cards and 1 oracle card. So let's see. For the month of June, starting off, we have the 9 of Cups. So you may have recently found a new relationship in your life. That may not necessarily have to be romantic, but a very deep emotional connection. That can be a very deep friendship or some sort of emotional relationship that you have with another person. It could even be with a family member that maybe you've deepened your emotional connection and trust with each other. And this is, the 9 of Cups is just swimming in this happiness and joy of feeling connected to another human being and being at a point where you have fully developed this trust and this connection with each other, and that you can just feel comfortable and happy with them, that you can express yourself and you can be yourself. So this is a wonderful way to start the summer months, to have people around you, to have good people around you who you love, who you get along with. And yeah, so this is a great start with this card. Let's go ahead and see what else we have. So in June, you are going to be maybe working a little hard. So you may have some plans in June to get some things done. The Emperor is significant because he's necessary. You know, it's what's necessary to be done to achieve what needs to be achieved to fulfill your dreams. You know, so it's the hard part, and it's a reminder of that, the hard work that goes into finding our happiness and our peace. And sometimes we do have to go through a bit of that. And sometimes it's a bit grueling, sometimes it's a bit time consuming, but it can be very, very rewarding at the end. So you might need to do a bit of grinding. You might need to hustle a little bit in June to get where you want to be. But this is not a bad card by any means. This is just a card that's indicative of a phase in your progress. This is just getting done what needs to be done, getting those kind of annoying things out of the way so you can get closer to your dream. So we have a major arcana card. So this is probably for something more significant in your life, say like something to do with your career, maybe moving, or something in that aspect that very deeply affects your entire life. So yeah, let's go ahead and get our last card. Okay, Ace of Swords. So Ace of Swords, you are going to be having new ideas in June. You may be learning something new. This might tie into the Emperor, where you are going to have to be working pretty hard. This might be something academic, maybe preparing for something, or career-wise, or you might be learning something new. So it might be learning a new language, learning a new craft, but you are going to be working. You are going to be spending those summer months developing your mind, and with people beside you who are very supportive. So it is a good time where you feel comfortable and you feel at ease to have that time to work, and to it is almost like self-nurturing to take time to work on your mind, to work on developing your intelligence, and to become a more well-rounded and cultured person. So June might involve a bit of work for you, but it is going to be rewarding, and it is going to help to grow and expand your mind. So let's go ahead and get your message from your animal spirit guide. I'm not the best shuffler, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh my god, I just got this exact same one for Aries. So this is the tortoise, and here is your card. So it says you're too fragmented, so do whatever it takes to get grounded. And I am going to read you the message from this guidebook, and I will edit in that clip right there that I just read. When you're feeling pressure from any number of fronts, pulled this way and that by the demands of modern life, it's very easy to succumb to a false sense of urgency, feel out of balance and fragmented, and be in a constant state of tension. You can become forgetful and have difficulty sleeping. You may even attempt to stabilize and center yourself by resorting to the use of addicted substances or activities, hoping that they'll help you feel more at home in your own skin. Meanwhile, your mind rushes ahead from one thing to the next, while your body tries to play catch-up. The technology web, consisting of computers, the internet, cell phones, faxes, and television, plus the noises all around, creates a constant assault on your senses. Exhausting, isn't it? First, recognize that most things that you treat as emergencies or crises are merely inconveniences. Then, slow down. Move to a little bit slower than you're accustomed to, and practice breathing slower and deeper every opportunity you get. This in itself helps you align with your internal rhythms rather than being in a state of continuous reactivity to outside forces. Spend time in nature and take off your shoes and socks. Putting your bare feet on the ground allows you to truly experience your solid connection to the earth. When you do, notice the difference in how you feel and see if your mind isn't at least a bit calmer. It may be challenging at times to do any of this, but it can be done. It just takes your clear intention and willingness. I wish you all the best, Taurus, sun and risings in your June 2023. Good luck on your project. Congratulations on finding new relationships around you that are coming to a point of development that is so fulfilling and so wonderful. Yes, so thank you for watching. Okay, so hello, Gemini, sun and risings. Let's get started on your reading for June 2023. Okay, so we're going to do 3 cards. Start with our first card, the Ace of Swords. I had just drawn this one for our Taurus. So with the Ace of Swords, you are starting a new intellectual journey. You are growing your mind. You are working on something education or career-wise, and it is the beginning of something new. Maybe an opportunity, maybe something where you are learning a new craft, or something might be presented to you that is an opportunity for the future for you to do so. So the Ace represents our beginnings. So it's a beginning in terms of your mind, in terms of your intelligence, and how you can grow it in the future. So this is a great card always. And let's get you a second card. We can get some more context for the month. Okay, let's see. We've got the 9 of Wands. So you have been working hard, and you are at a point now where you are finally at the end of an achievement. You've made it, you know, and it's a good time now to rest with the knowledge that you have done what you needed to do, that you have worked so hard, and you are at a point now where you can just feel like the fruits of all your hard work, and that you can see in front of you all of your accomplishments, and clearly you have something new right ahead of you right after this. So this is wonderful. Like, now that one thing is coming to an end, another thing is beginning. So you had to be very brave. You had to be very strong for a long time to make it to this point. But now you have something else to move on to. So this is wonderful. Everything goes in cycles, and this is just a new cycle beginning for you. So let's get a third card for you, the 6 of Wands. So this, once again, goes really well with these 2 other cards. This is a victory, but a sign as well that your journey is not over, that this is one battle in a series of long battles that have to be won in order to get to where you're supposed to be in your life and where you're meant to be in your life. So the 6 of Wands is a warning to as you enjoy your victories and as you enjoy your successes, be ready for more in the future. There's more to come, and you are not yet finished, and there's more meant for you. So what you're feeling right now, you may feel like you're as far as you can go, but you're not. There is much more intended for you in the future, and you are going to start working towards that starting in June. So let's go ahead and get you your message from your animal spirit guide. Okay. Let's see. So for my Gemini, we have the zebra. This is sort of like a Gemini card, I find. Very fitting. So let go of your fear and know that you are safe and protected at all times. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read you the message from the guidebook. So let's see what the zebra's message is. Okay. Whenever you venture into unfamiliar territory, it's quite natural to feel some trepidation. Your mind can create all sorts of scenarios as to what can go wrong. Doubts and uncertainties may arise, and the path can seem fraught with challenges and sometimes even danger. You may find yourself stuck at times, fearful about moving ahead. Yet much of what we label as fear isn't actually fear. True fear is a vital instinctual response to any life-threatening situation and is triggered not only by circumstances or events, but even more so by what you think about those circumstances or events. Stay relaxed yet vigilant, trusting that nothing can truly harm you and that your body will provide sensory information if there is any actual danger. If there truly is any threat, then your instincts will tell you what to do. Whenever you feel an exaggerated sense of fear triggered mainly by your thoughts, one that has little or no basis in reality, take a few slow, deep breaths. Call upon spirit helpers who have provided their guidance and protection before. Reach out to close friends or family members for reassurance and to help you feel grounded and centered. Recall those times in the past when you did feel frightened or were endangered and not only survived but came through intact. You can also relabel fear and instead call it excitement, as the two emotions are very similar in the way they manifest in the body. Most of all, trust your spirit guides, your instincts, and your friends to watch out for you. So do not be afraid, Gemini. You are going to make it through the month of June and you are going to see so many more successes in your future. So thank you for watching and I wish you all the best. Hello, my Cancer, Sun, and Risings. I have your reading for June 2023. Let's start with our tarot. So, first 3 cards. Let's start. You have the King of Cups. So, a lot of the time court cards are seen as people. This can be either you or someone around you. It can almost just be kind of read off of instinct. So the King of Cups. This is someone new in your life who is guiding you in an emotional journey. You are finding that you are feeling supported, that you are finding more strength and more comfort in your ability to control your emotions and to nurture yourself, and you feel like you have more of a safety net and you feel like you can rely on other people, that you can lean on them for the support that you need. And you know, as Cancers, you know, you're a very emotional sign, so the cups, that is your suit for sure. You're a water sign and the cups are a water suit, and yeah, you are guided by your emotions, which is a wonderful thing. And you are finding control in them, you are finding the power in them, and you have found the height of your power that is based on your emotions, that you are able to use them to your advantage, and you are able to find that you are able to lean on other people in the parts that may be sort of negative for you, and that those negative side effects you may have to deal with from being an emotional person, those aren't the focus for you anymore, that those can be left behind, and that you can find the strength in being an emotional person. So in June, you are going to sort of come into yourself more and find that you can be yourself, and that doesn't make you weak whatsoever. So let's go ahead and do our second card. And we have the Moon. So once again, we have kind of a theme of emotions. So the Moon is somewhat of a card that deals with maybe tricks of the mind, maybe doubts and maybe false ideas and things like that. So just be careful and look after yourself. The moon is kind of associated to our dream world, and it's okay to feel kind of airy and feel a bit detached at times, but it is also good to be reminded to stay grounded in reality. So once again, with being an emotional person, you might find that you kind of fly away a little bit from your reality, and this is just a reminder that you keep grounded and that you don't kind of lose yourself in that free spiritedness, and that through all of that you're still able to see the truth and you're still able to see clearly around you. So just in the month of June, watch out for that, for maybe falling into the traps of your doubts, or maybe your emotions, that you don't become tricked by things that may not necessarily be true, that you might feel really strongly, like a doubt about yourself, that it might feel very, very strongly that it's true. But in reality, when you look at it, when you meditate on it, when you think about memories, when you think about how people see you, it's really not, and you are fine. So that is a great reminder, the moon. So let's look at our third card, and we have the World. And this is the most wonderful card, and you are going to find such fulfillment in June. This is the best card. I mean, the World, you are going to get to where you want to be. So you are going to find such happiness, and the end of a journey is coming, and you are going to feel the fulfillment of seeing it finished, and you are going to feel that happiness and that peace of just having worked for so long and having waited and waited and maybe searched for something or a place where you would feel at home, a work or like a job that you wanted to be involved in that might have felt more fulfilling, a relationship, anything, or maybe all of it, that your entire situation in life is going to finally fit into place, and it is just going to feel so wonderful and like such a sense of completion that you have made it, you are here and you did it. So wonderful. June is going to be such a significant month for you. This is the most wonderful card, the World, and I can't wait to see what we have for your animal spirit guide. So for my Cancer, Sun, and Risings, let's see what we have for your animal spirit guide. You have the cheetah. So this card says, get clear on your intention, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. So let's see. Okay, stop deluding yourself by thinking that there isn't enough time. There are too many other things to do, or you're not up to the mission that's calling you to action. These and many other beliefs are delay tactics that keep you from accomplishing what you're here to do. It's much too easy to play it safe by staying caught up in the mundane dramas of life rather than honoring Spirit's purpose for you by making a run for it. The first step is to write out your intentions as clearly as possible. Keep it nearby and create an appropriate affirmation that you can repeat several times over the course of the day. One that states your intention as if it has already occurred. Then write out a sequence of action steps that will help you move toward your ultimate goal. Don't be shy or hesitant to think big, bigger than you've previously allowed yourself. Once you've set the wheels in motion by doing these steps, it's time to move. Not in some frenetic, hurried way, but steady and purposeful, designing much of your activity to support what you need to do. In all this movement, once you've successfully achieved a significant piece, take a breather and look back on how far you've come. Give yourself a pat on the back with each step that's accomplished as a way of acknowledging your progress. Go for it. So this is so relevant to our reading and just staying focused, not being distracted by your doubts, and just being confident in the person that you have developed yourself to be and that you have become, and to find your way to that end goal. So thank you so much, my Cancer suns and risings. I wish you a wonderful June 2023, and thank you for watching. Hello, my Leos. I am a Leo sun and moon, so this is a dear group to me. So for my Leo suns and risings, here is your reading for June 2023. And let's get started with our tarot. So our first card, the Fool. This is a beginning. So you are at the beginning of a new stage. The Fool is a reminder for us to stay completely open, to not have expectations, and to let life kind of take us in the direction that we need to go, to trust that the universe is going to unfold in the way that it should, that we are going to end up where we are supposed to, and that it's okay. We'll find our way there, and it's okay to not have everything planned all the time. It's okay if you've failed. It's okay if maybe you've made the wrong decisions in the past, but just to be open to the possibilities of what is in the future for you. So there is going to be something presented to you in June where you are going to have to keep an open mind, and you are just going to have to jump in unknowingly. And it's okay if you don't really know what you're doing yet, but just take it. Just go for the journey, take that new opportunity, and just be the Fool, be the person who is just open-minded, without any expectations, and is just jumping right in without any fear. So great start to our June. And this is also like a reading for myself, so I really do enjoy reading for this group. Okay. Our second card, Strength. What a wonderful card for our Leos. So perfectly fitting. The Strength card is almost always depicted as a maiden with a lion beside her. And oh, what a perfect card for my Leos, and especially in our summer months. The Strength card. So you are having to hold tight and just be brave. This is something is coming for you, and it's okay. And maybe it's been very difficult along the way, but you have so much mental power, and strength here is not about physical strength. The Strength card is about having the strength to make things work for you and using your intellect to make them work for you. The Strength card, the story of it is that it is much stronger and braver to be able to tame a lion and have the lion with you, to have the lion as your ally, than to hunt the lion and kill the lion. Then it's strength in a barbaric and chaotic way, not true strength. True strength is using your mind and your intellect to find your power. So for my Leos, stay strong and stay fast, and you are going to find your way. And what a great card for my Leos. This is such a wonderful sign. So let's go ahead and pick our third card. So the King of Pentacles. So if you have been going towards something career-wise or in your material world, you might finally find a mentor or someone who can guide you to where you want to be in that success. So this might be a friend, a connection, or something that will get you to where you want to be in that, or get you closer to that opportunity where you want to succeed in that earthly sense. So maybe career-wise, education-wise, it is going to take you to that dream, and there's going to be someone who will come to you in that time. And, you know, just one single person can make such a difference in our lives. And someone who is very knowledgeable, someone who has a lot of expertise, a lot of years and years of experience and knowledge. I mean, that is so valuable. And sometimes one person like that can come into our lives and just help us to get to where we need to be. So for Leos, for the month of June, stay open-minded, stay strong, and it's going to come. Your success is coming. And I have your message from your spirit guide. So let's find out which animal is going to be your spirit guide for the month of June. And we have the falcon. So it says, act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivocation. Wonderfully fitting. And I'm going to read for you the message from the guidebook so you can get the full oracle reading from this deck. Providence is on your side, and the opportunity that has been presented to you is congruent with your soul's purpose. Even if you don't feel fully prepared or have doubts in your ability to manage the complexities that are inherent in tackling this adventure, dive in anyway. Wow, this is so this is so connected. This reading is crazy. You'll be pleasantly surprised by the support that will come to you in unexpected ways. All it takes is the willingness on your part to continue on a steady course wholeheartedly, while at the same time being open to changes in the direction the winds are blowing. It's important to stay focused on the goal that's ahead of you, while also remaining mindful of the purpose of your mission. Commit to your mission 100% and fulfill that commitment to the best of your ability. This isn't a time for analysis, introspection, or retreat, but a time for action. As you respond to the opportunity that's before you, be willing to adjust your course of action as the need dictates, while at the same time moving steadily toward your goal. You can deal with whatever concerns come up without being distracted by them and without straying from the path you're on. Oh, what a wonderful reading for my Leos. So, my Leo suns and moons, look forward to what is coming for you in June and keep an open mind. And I wish you all of the best. Just jump in when the opportunity arises. So thank you, Leos. Have a wonderful June. Hello, my Virgo suns and risings. Here is your reading for the month of June 2023. So let's get started with our tarot. I can shuffle properly. Let's see what our first card is. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So you are hard at work. June is a time for you to be going towards that career goal, that material goal, that goal of your long-term success. And you are someone who is untethered by your doubt. You are just moving towards it with blinders on, and you see your goal and nothing can step in your way. So Knight of Pentacles, I mean, Virgos, you are so determined, and you may be somewhat, you might become a little too focused on details, a little too anxious at times, but it is this anxiety that kind of helps you to push yourself, and that you have this very quiet confidence that no matter what, you will succeed. So the Knight of Wands, I think, is just a perfect card to represent you. You are that person who has that energy, and you have that braveness and that ferocity, but it's a quiet one, and it's one that is ruled by your mind, and it's grounded at the same time. So Knight of Pentacles, you are going to continue just working towards that goal, and you are going to be fully yourself in the month of June. And let's see what our next card is for some context. Queen of Wands. So this might be someone in your life who is going to introduce you to maybe some creativity, this might encourage you to be a little bit braver. So the Wands is indicative of that fire energy, that creativity, that fervor for life. And maybe you need to just relax, to not be afraid. And there might be someone who comes to you, probably someone with female energy, or a female person who comes to you and has that maternal, wonderful, charismatic energy, who's so creative and charismatic, relaxed and confident and unbothered by doubts or anxieties. And you might have so much to learn from this person. So there is going to be someone significant to come into your life in June who is going to teach you these things that may be a mirror of you and something that you can develop to make yourself an even more complete and well-rounded person, so that all these good qualities that I just mentioned can be built on, and that you can shed the weaknesses of that. So very great. Let's go ahead and go to our third card, the Star. So you are going to find some spiritual fulfillment in June. So now is the time to do your spiritual practices that work for you, whether that's, nature walks or yoga or meditation, whether you may read your own tarot or do some other spiritual practices like this. This is the time to do it and to feel that connectedness. The Star, I always think of dreams. So I would say, look out for some very significant dreams in June, that sometimes dreams can reveal so much to us. And the Star is our wonderful, celestial world around us. And it's this, it's like the crown chakra. It's aligned with that sort of plane where we are beyond just this physical realm, and we find the connectedness that exists throughout the whole universe, and it's so difficult to try to explain this, but when you get into a state of meditation where you feel fully detached from the self, you feel that, and it's such a wonderful state to be in. And it kind of makes you forget about the unnecessary parts of life, the unnecessary worries and the doubts and stuff like that. So definitely this is a wonderful card, and you are going to maybe have that epiphany, that revelation that you needed, that is going to get you to the point where you find your peace, and that you find maybe more daily spiritual practice, and that you find that it's really starting to help you become more happy and more fulfilled in your life. And it is going to be such a wonderful, it's going to be like an explosion in your life and in your mind, of happiness and of calm and of peace. And maybe that's something that you really need when you have a mind that's racing, when you have, so many talents, so much knowledge, and that you work so hard and you have so much energy just moving you forward. You kind of need to then slow down and just take a step back and let your mind kind of blossom in its own natural state when you're not pushing it too hard. So great card. Let's go ahead and get your animal spirit guide for the month of June for my Virgos. So let's see. Your animal spirit guide is the kiwi. Oh my God. Do a walking meditation each day for the next week. These readings have been crazy, my friends. This has been wild how well these oracle cards are aligning with the tarot. It is just so complete. Wow. Please let me know if these resonate with you, because I would love to hear. So I will read for you the message from the guidebook from this oracle deck, so you can get the kind of full message. Most of the time, walking is a way that people get from point A to point B, often in a rush and without regard for what's going on around them. Meditation is typically viewed as something people do while sitting cross-legged for several minutes. However, that's only one form of meditation. Walking with awareness and intention is another. Find a place, preferably in nature, such as the forest or woods, where you can simply walk for 10 minutes or more each day for the next week. Experiment by walking more slowly than you usually do. Try moving at 80% of your usual speed. You can also try speeding up your pace, but stay present and be aware of how it feels to move so rapidly. Then slow down for a few steps to where you can really feel each step you take. Notice how the contact with the ground starts at your heel and slowly moves up to your toes. If possible, try it barefoot. Be aware of the sights, sounds, and smells as you walk, as well as the rhythmic feeling in your body. Whatever pace you set, be sure to breathe consciously and consistently with full awareness. Doing so while walking is what makes it a meditation. So, my Virgo suns and risings, make sure you do your meditation this June, and you are going to reach a point of clarity and be proud in who you are, and just add to that and allow yourself to be exactly who you are, while not getting restricted by maybe the more negative sides of that. So I wish you all the best in your June 2023, Virgo, and thank you so much. Hello, my Libra suns and risings. I have your June 2023 reading for you today. It's a special group for me as well because I am a Libra rising. So this is like a reading for myself too. So let's go ahead and pick our first card for June, the Empress. So something that you've been working on is going to find its legs and start moving. So if you have a project, usually a creative project, in terms of the Empress, you might have been planning it for a while. It might have been only in the thought stage where you might have been thinking, should I do it? Should I not? Like, you might have gotten the inspiration, you're thinking about it, but you haven't quite made it a reality yet. And now in June, it is going to be a reality where you are going to see it start forming. You are going to create this new thing, and it is going to be so wonderful to see it come to fruition. And the Empress is a major arcana card, so this is going to be something that's very significant to your life, and it is going to be a wonderful, fulfilling thing to your life that is going to bring some change. So just be ready for that, and be open to your creative energies. If you are feeling inspired, just let it flow. Just let that thing, like, let your mind work, and just let whatever creativity that you have inside you just flow from within. So yeah, great start. Let's go ahead and go to our next card. So we have the Knight of Swords. So you might be maybe a bit of an anxious person. The Knight of Swords, you are intelligent almost to your detriment, and it can cause you issues at times where maybe you feel overwhelmed by the power of your mind. The sword is representative of the mind because, it's a very powerful thing that we can use to our advantage, but it is so easy to hurt ourselves on it at the same time. And, your mind is so, so strong and so powerful and so capable, and that makes it somewhat chaotic and a bit unpredictable at the same time. So this is okay. I mean, with the Empress, you are a creative person. Your mind is taking you places, and you are guided by your imagination and your mind. And it is important to realize that you have power over this. The Knight of Swords, the Knight is, you know, the brave but quite unruly court card that is running towards something but not really sure what they're doing, you know. And it's okay to be in that stage sometimes where you're not quite sure of yourself yet, but you need to recognize your abilities and be able to recognize that all that you can do, and that it's okay if you're a little bit of a mess right now, but you are going to make it all the way there. And I mean, with the Knight and the Empress, you're in a stage where you're not quite there yet. You're in a stage of non-completion at the moment. You're like on step 3 or something in 10 steps. So it's okay to be at that point and to not be sure of what the future holds, but you are going to make it to the end. So let's get our third card so we can see what our June holds for us, Libra. And what a wonderful way to round it out. We have the King of Swords. You are going to find that groundedness, and you are still going to be yourself. You are still going to be a little bit ruled by your mind, maybe a little bit quiet, very introspective, a little bit anxious, but you are in control now. The King is the final card in the court cards, and it is the completion. You have found your power, you have found your groundedness, and you are sure of yourself now, and you are sure of your abilities, and you are not just the knight running towards a goal, flying everywhere without a care in the world, like not really sure what you're doing, with tons of doubt in your mind. You have already made it there, and you are sure of yourself. So you are going to go through this journey where maybe working on this project is going to make you more confident in your abilities and in your mind, and you are going to feel like you are moving from being the knight to being the King of Swords, and that you can feel fully confident in your mind. So yes, so Libras, let's go ahead and check our animal spirit guide message for June 2023. Okay, what animal do we have? We have the blue heron for my Libras. And it says, make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. So, you know, my father always told me, and he is a Libra, he always said, be happy in your own skin. And I always try to live my life in that way. And, you know, this is so indicative of that, this message to just stay strong in who you are and to be comfortable in whatever mess that you might be at any moment in your life, because you don't have to be at the end of your journey, and to just find love for yourself at whatever stage you are in life. So let's go ahead and read this message from the actual guidebook. So trust your deepest sense of knowing what the right action is and do it, and don't rely on others to tell you what to do or how to act. Not everyone will approve of the decisions you make, and if your choice goes against the grain of what people expect from you, you'll no doubt run into strong criticism and judgment. Stand still, look around you, and breathe. You're doing just fine in spite of others' assessments of you. Besides, your greatest and most fulfilling support will come from that place inside that guides you by revealing signs that tell you what path to follow. Heeding these signs helps your soul be in alignment with Spirit's intent for you. You may have to get both feet in the water and wade through the dregs of other people's disapproval, asserting yourself where needed. Practical optimism and clarity of purpose will always dissipate any tendency towards cynicism or self-pity. Trust in your inner knowing and let that be the source of your strength and to help you keep moving forward. So for my Libras, stay strong in who you are, and it's okay if you're that quiet person that is in their mind that someone cannot understand. Find fulfillment in the fact that that is who you are, and that is your power. So I wish you well on your journey and your project in June 2023, and thank you so much for watching. Hello Scorpio suns and risings. I have your reading for June 2023. So let's start with our tarot. So my first card for Scorpio is the Six of Swords. So Scorpios, you have been dealing with some stuff, haven't you? There has been some things in maybe the last month that were quite difficult for you mental health wise to deal with, and this is a good card. This is a good sign, because this means that June is going to be your respite. This is going to be the month where you find that you can relax and let go of that. So just find your healing this month. It is a break. It is a sign for you to take a break as well, to not bring that energy with you into June as well, because it's very easy to carry something with you. Even if things get a little bit easier, we can make it more difficult on ourselves. You know, it's very easy to ruminate. So allow yourself to take that break and to have that respite from this bad mental health experience that you've had recently. So now is the time for rest, and you've made it a long way, and it's been quite difficult, but you deserve to have this healing in June. So let's go ahead and get our second card. Okay, so the moon. So once again, kind of in the mind, in the mental health area, you have doubts. You might be having, also the moon is indicative of nightmares. Maybe this is part of your mental health struggle. A lot of anxieties, a lot of doubts, a lot of maybe delusions, or just ideas that might be plaguing your mind, that might be nagging at you. And the moon, I mean, it is a reminder to take what is good from that world, from that dream world, and to also ground ourselves in reality, to find the balance between those two things. You know, so do not become too caught up in your head. Do not be too taken up in the dream world. Do not be overcome by what your mind is telling you, because it may not always be true. Don't take everything that you think as a fact. If you feel a certain way about something, you know, question it. If you have a thought and you think, oh, I think that I am this certain way because this person said this. I mean, question it. Am I really like that? Why should I think that? Why should I listen to that person? You know, question things, so you are able to find reality and you're able to find your groundedness. So yes, my Scorpios, you've been struggling. I have a third card for you, the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords has to do with the mind, and once again, my Scorpio. So I think you are going to, in the context of this reading, this is healing. This is, you are going to find this healing, and you are going to be rebirthing your mind. This is a start over time for you. And June is going to be not just a rest, but at the end of it, you are going to try to go forward with a new perspective and with a new way of dealing with things. You may deal with, or you may have developed more coping mechanisms, more healthy kind of habits at that point, where you are able to use your mind for healing yourself rather than destroying yourself. So this is a great sign for the future. This is something new. It is not going to continue as it has. You are not going to fall back into the same cycle. You are moving on to something else. So my Scorpios, here is your reading for your animal spirit guide. So let's pick out your animal. Okay, so let's go ahead and get your card for my Scorpios. So we have the peacock. Let yourself stand out and be noticed. So, guidebook. I'm going to go ahead and read you the full oracle reading from this deck for your animal spirit guide so you can get the full message. So let's go to the peacock, and it's time to step forward and stop hiding behind any of the facades that you've developed over the years. Although these personas have been highly adaptive and have helped you along the way, for which you can be grateful, there's more of you to express to the world, and it's ready to emerge. There's a certain safety and comfort in being inconspicuous and always staying in the background, yet in playing it safe this way, others don't have the opportunity to get to know who you really are, and you don't get to experience the richness and textures that are possible by participating more fully in life. By remaining in the background, you not only alienate yourself from others, but often end up allowing others to choose for you. Doing so can make you feel like a passive victim of life. Being noticed does have some risks. People may criticize or judge you, particularly if they're not used to you asserting yourself in such a way. Or you may judge yourself, which can be an even harsher sentence. These are the most likely risks, but they're actually very minimal. So shed any guilt or shame about coming out with who you are. Wear more colorful clothing, sing, dance, and let others know your thoughts, feelings, and opinions. You can do so with grace, dignity, and enthusiasm, and you might even enjoy it. So, for my Scorpios, it is time to let go what is in the past and to not let fear stop you from being exactly who you are, and to be open to starting anew and being your true self, and do not let your mind and your fears hold you back. So good luck for you in June, and thank you so much. Hello, my Sagittarius, suns and risings. Let's go ahead and get started with your tarot reading for the month of June 2023. So we are going to start with our first card, my Sagittarius, and it is the Two of Wands. So you are at an impasse, my Sagittarius. You are on a journey, and you are going to come to a point where you have to choose. You have to make a decision on where you're going to go and how you're going to continue it. So you are going to be given some choices. And in this journey that you're on in your life, you're going to have to make a decision on where you're going to continue to lead yourself. So it is good to have options, and it is good to be presented with choice. At the same time, it is very difficult to make decisions at times, and it is just important to stop and to think, to not run towards them. It is a time to find pause and find silence and really think about what is going to be best for us. And it might have been, power and force that got us to this moment, bravery and fiery energy, just running towards it, that got us to this moment in our goals, where now we are faced with a crossroads, and now it is time to be still and to be silent and to really think, okay, which path am I going to go on? So be ready for that choice that is coming for you, Sagittarius. And I have your second card, the Queen of Wands. So you are, wow, you have another Wands card, as Sagittarius being a fire sign, very fitting. You are on this journey, and this is a journey that is going to help you develop into the full person that you are. So this might be a very long-term kind of thing that you're working on, your dream career, your dream goal in your life, exactly where you see yourself in the future, and you are trying to become the best version of yourself, your higher self, and I see, the Queen of Wands, Sagittarius, is that is the higher self of the Sagittarius, someone who is so wonderfully inviting to other people. They have this aura that brings other people in, and but it is gentle at the same time, you know, and it is very creative. They are so likable. They are just so well-rounded. They can get along with everyone, and they are just a fun and wonderful and joyful sign. And you are getting to this point. This journey is taking you to that point where you can become your higher self. So keep moving towards it in June, because there are some developments coming and choices to be made. And let's see our third card, the Queen of Cups. So you are going to have to come to terms with some feelings, and there might be someone who helps you through this. So this is a good thing. It is always good to look within, and this might be someone who is perhaps a counselor or something like that, some sort of professional. It might be a friend, a family member, a loved one, and they are going to be someone who guides you in your emotional and your internal feelings to kind of get to where you need to be. And this might be something that you'll need to kind of decide where you want to go in this journey. And it's good to look within, and it's also good to look towards other people to guide you to where you need to be. So when this person comes to you and you feel like you can trust them, the Queen of Wands is someone who is maternal, who is so feeling, who is so kind and nurturing, and who is very, very emotional. It might be a water sign. And when you come across this person, they are going to help you to find this stillness, because you are full of joy and full of energy and full of exuberance. And sometimes you just need to stop and just be quiet for a moment in your mind, find stillness, find mindfulness, and, you know, make the right decision, and then keep using that fiery energy to move you forward and to keep developing into the person that you're supposed to be. So let's go ahead and check your animal spirit guides message for June 2023, Sagittarius. So let's see, which animal do we have? And we have the camel for my Sagittarius suns and risings. So the card says, trust that you have the resources to get through the challenges before you. So I'm going to read for you from the guidebook the full message from this oracle deck for the camel. Let's see. Okay, sometimes it feels like you're journeying across a vast, lifeless desert that stretches beyond the horizon with no end in sight. Traipsing across this seemingly barren landscape before you, your thirst for comfort and solace during these times can most readily be satisfied by looking to your inner resources. All the experiences you've had in your lifetime, the challenges you've successfully faced, and the wealth of knowledge you've accumulated can be called on to not only cope with any type of adversity that presents itself, but to help you move forward with courage and determination. First, identify where you want to go, and then proceed slowly, steadily, and deliberately toward that objective. Wow, very relevant. As you move along, cast away your fears, doubts, and hesitations whenever they arise, letting the four winds lift them up to the sun to be burned away. Ease your mind and heart, and know that all is well and that you're protected at all times. Call upon those helping spirits who have assisted you up until this point in your journey. You have what it takes, and you will get through this. So, to my Sagittarius, you are on this journey and you are going to make it to the end of it. So trust in yourself, find that stillness, and you have already made it so far, and you are so strong, and I do believe in you, and I hope you have a wonderful June 2023. Thank you so much. Hello, my Capricorns, my Capricorn suns and risings. I have here your reading for June 2023, what you can expect in the upcoming month. So let's have a look. We're going to start with our first tarot card. So for my Capricorn, 5 of Wands, you are a bit of, not an outcast, but you are a very unique person. You go against the grain, and that might cause some controversy and some trouble for you. So you might be facing a bit of this in June. This problem with, having a unique spirit, being outspoken and being different and going against the crowd. And that is a great thing to be. But sometimes it brings us challenges. So be aware that, there might be some people who may not like someone not conforming, and to, just kind of ignore the haters, So let's go on to our next card. So 10 of Wands. We have another Wands card. So we have an active June for you. The 10 of Wands, you have been working hard, and you are at the point where you have taken so much on that it is becoming overwhelming, and it is going to get to a point for you where you feel like you need to let some of that weight down. So it is time to kind of stop, recollect yourself, think about where you are in your journey and where you want to be. And if every responsibility that you are taking on is necessary, or if you can let some things go and kind of lift a bit of that burden off of yourself, so that you can be your best self, and so that you can continue to grow as a person, that you don't have to feel weighed down by your goals. So don't allow yourself to become overwhelmed with just too many responsibilities. And with Capricorn, you might not want to complain, or you might not want to be so open about your struggles. You might want to appear like you are level-headed and you are in control and you have everything down and you can just do this without any problems. But you don't have to do that. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to pretend that everything is together and that you have it all together and that you're strong and that you can do everything. It's okay. It's okay to let some things go. You don't have to do everything all at once. So let some of that weight down in June, and do not be ashamed of it at the same time. So our third card for June, we have the Page of Cups. And what a mirror to that. The Page of Cups is a reminder to be childlike and to just have fun and to feel our feelings and to have fun in our imagination and stuff. And the court cards are sometimes representative of a person, and this might be something that comes from within, and the person might be yourself, but this also might be a person that comes to you and reminds you to find that childlike energy and to find that innocence and that fun that is it comes along with just being a kid, being emotional, being imaginative, having fun and playing and exploring. And the Page of Cups is also associated with empathy and kindness, and the cups it has to do with relationships. So find friends around you, enjoy that time with the people around you, and just have fun. Just kind of relax and find time to just enjoy your life. In June, you are taking on a lot, and you have a lot of people going against you, maybe criticizing you. You have a lot of stress in your life, and it is time to just enjoy the goodness of life again. And so receive that message from whoever is bringing it to you, and just enjoy your June. And let's go ahead and look at your message from your spirit guide. So, I'm very bad at shuffling, I'm sorry. Okay, let's have a look at which animal we have for our Capricorn. Suns and risings. We have the honeybee. I love bees. So the card says, let compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in this situation. So let's see what the guidebook says with our full message. Okay, get to H. I just saw it. There we go. To reap all the sweetness that life has to offer, focus on compassion and forgiveness. Compassion means that you have heartfelt empathy for the suffering and misfortune of others, yet remain somewhat detached so that you don't take on their sorrow and distress as your own. Forgiveness requires that you first acknowledge and accept responsibility for your judgments, rather than pretending they don't exist or professing to always sustain a non-judgmental attitude. The next step is to release those judgments. To do so, think of someone, past or present, with whom you have judgments or criticisms. Trust the first person that comes to mind is the appropriate one to start with. Consider 2 or 3 specific criticisms that you have about this individual, preferably captured with one word, such as selfish or cold. Find a quiet place, go inside yourself, and look for that part of you that's exactly like what you're judging in the other person. It may be a very prominent part of yourself or a rather small aspect. You may identify it by recalling times when you've behaved in ways that resemble what you're criticizing. Once you discover that part of you, simply say to it, I love you and forgive you. If necessary, repeat this 2 or 3 times and notice any emotions that come up. In the coming days, be aware of any feelings that arise that may be associated with this experience. Practice this at least once daily for the next few days and watch what happens. So for my Capricorns, relax, enjoy your life, enjoy spending time with other people around you and see the humanity in them, practice empathy and compassion, and I wish you the best in your June 2023. Hello, my Aquarius suns and risings. I have your June 2023 reading for you. So let's go ahead and start with our tarot. First tarot card, we have the 7 of Wands. So you may have gotten into perhaps a disagreement with someone, and you might be facing some pushback from that. And in June, this might be something that you're going to have to come to terms with, that maybe you're butting heads with someone in your life, or maybe you've come to an impasse where you feel like you're kind of hitting a wall, and where you want to go and what you want to do isn't happening. It's okay to be at this point, but just stay calm, stand still, and maybe it's good to not just like keep pushing forward. Like it's a time to be calm and look within, to think, to regroup, to assess what's going on, and to see, is it necessary to keep kind of pursuing this conflict, or is it better to find a way around and to keep moving forward? So possible conflict for you in June, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and get our next context. So we have our death card, and of course the death card does not literally mean death. So something might have to be let go in June, and this might be part of this conflict. Something is not working and it is preventing you from moving forward. This might be a person in your life, this might be a job, this might be just something that is completely incompatible with you and with your life's journey, and it needs to be let go. So it's time, and this is a significant event in your life. This is a major arcana card, the death card. So this is not just letting go of something frivolous. Like, this is starting anew with something significant in your life, like I was saying, like a relationship or a job or something. So this is affecting your overall life and your dreams and your journey. So it's okay to think for a while about what you're going to do, but this is going to be wonderful for you to let go of this stress that is in your life that is haunting you. So let's go ahead and move to our third card, and let's see. So might be material world related, so job, career, maybe someone in your career is causing you this distress, but you have to let it go and move forward, because when you do, you are going to find your material world success, and it is going to be overflowing with abundance. So you might not be in the position right now where you are supposed to be, and it is too much for you. Like, it is time to move on, and it is time to find what is better for you. There might be a much better opportunity that is presenting itself to you in June, and it is time to take it, and it is time to let go of what you've been trying to make work for a long time that just hasn't been working. So wonderful things are going to be coming to you. Abundance is coming for you, enough that you feel comfortable sharing it with the people around you. That is so wonderful. But yeah, you are facing conflict, and it is time to just drop it, you know? Like, it's time. It's not time to keep fighting. It's time to let it go. Stop wasting your energy and go on to better things. So let's go ahead and look at your animal spirit guide message for my Aquarius. Woo. Okay, so let's see what animal we have to guide you for the month of June. We have the pueo, which is the Hawaiian owl. And it says, your ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance now, so pay close attention to signs and omens from them. Okay, so I am going to read you the full message from the guidebook from this oracle deck. So I'm just going to go to that part. Okay. It says, you can receive guidance from your ancestors in the spirit world, no matter what their age, when they died, or how many generations ago they walked on the earth. They're offering you help in many ways right now, so pay close attention to the signs they give you. This guidance can come to you in many forms, whether through your eyes, ears, feelings, or thoughts. Sometimes your ancestral spirit guides appear in dreams, particularly vivid ones. You might see someone who looks like one of your ancestors, or unexpectedly come across photos or memorabilia that remind you of this person. Often, a particular animal making an appearance before you is a way in which your ancestral guide is trying to reach you. You might hear something that makes you think of a specific ancestor, or simply feel their presence. And thoughts about a certain ancestor, especially unexpected and recurring thoughts, suggest that they're nearby. Repetition is key here. In whatever ways your ancestors attempt to contact you, when signs continue to show up that make you think of your deceased loved ones, know that these physical manifestations demonstrate that they're with you. You may have known some of these ancestors in the physical world prior to their deaths, or they may be ancestors from long ago, several generations before your birth, surpassing the boundaries of conscious memory. Regardless of who they are, always give thanks to your ancestral spirit guides, and even appeal to these benevolent helpers whenever guidance is needed. So you are going to have to trust your intuition and look for guidance in your spirituality, and through meditation, and through, like this card suggested, through your ancestral spirit. So that might just come from finding stillness, finding quiet to really think, and to allow your mind to form clarity about your situation. So you need to do this in order to get yourself out of this cycle, because this is getting you nowhere, and you are running in circles, and there is something that's better for you, that is waiting for you, and it's going to present itself to you in June. So just hang tight, my Aquarius, and you will get there. So thank you so much, and I wish you all the best. Hello, my Pisces suns and risings. I have your reading for you today for June 2023. So let's begin. Okay, we're going to pick your first tarot card. And this is the Six of Cups. What a cute card to start with, and especially for my Pisces. Six of Cups are water sign, and they're such a wholesome little sign, so it is so perfect and so fitting. So Six of Cups, you are going to be finding that wonder and that magic of your childhood in June. And maybe you might not have had the most wonderful childhood, but you are going to find that childlike spirit anyway in June, that nostalgia and that feeling of comfort and of being looked after and of just having an open mind to the world around you, to feel wonder about the things that are going on around you, to want to explore nature, to want to imagine fantastical things and enjoy stories and everything. And what a great way to spend your June and just get lost in this. You know, it's so healthy to sometimes just get lost in that childlike mindset. It is healing to do so. So a great start to June for my Pisces. And Two of Pentacles. So this is almost like a response to the two. So the Two of Pentacles, you are juggling a lot on your plate right now. There has been a lot that you're working on to get to where you need to be. You feel overwhelmed and you are trying to hold up so many things at the same time to keep them working, and it is just so overwhelming and it is too much. And you know, the Six of Cups is like a sign for you to slow down and to this is the medicine, you know, like this is the therapy for that. You are taking on a lot of responsibility, and it's time to the way to heal from that is to revert to the opposite, to the childlike mindset where you don't have all those things. You don't have to think about all those responsibilities. And of course, I mean, it's not possible just to let it all go, but to spend some time healing from it is so necessary. So Six of Cups, as the healing from the Two of Pentacles, where it is necessary to do this work and it is necessary to juggle all these things, but you need to just relax and enjoy your life and to let those responsibilities lift for a minute from your mind so you can just let it run free. So let's go ahead and pick your final card for the month of June. So, the Eight of Swords. So, you have been facing some difficulties. Like, there might be some mental health difficulties. So, these are kind of compounding on each other. You have stuff to do in your material life. You have these goals and these kind of work-related things that have to be done. It's some hard work. And then at the same time, you're dealing with some real, like, mental struggles, so like psychological issues, mental health, and it is hard to be balancing these things. And I mean, this is where the balance comes in, right? Because it's there's so much going on in your material world, and then there's so much going on in your internal world. And I mean, when you are that overwhelmed, it is almost natural then to revert to a childlike state and to kind of go within and just to feel comforted, because so much is out of your control, and that's okay. But make time for this in June, because it is so important, and you've been dealing with this for a while, and yeah, it's okay. Take that time because it is necessary, 100%. So this was your first card. This is your most important card for the month of June. So I have for you your animal spirit guide message for June 2023. So let's see what animal we have for you. Okay. The chimpanzee. Here's the card. Use both your intuition and your intellect to solve the problem or get answers to your question. So let's see how that reads from our guidebook. I'm going to give you the full message from the Oracle deck. So It says, when your intuition and intellect are in harmonious accord with each other, there's no problem that you can't resolve. The combination emerges as creative intelligence, an elegant blend of your capacity for reasoning coupled with a deep trust in your gut feelings. In the flow of thought and action that results in resolving your question or problem this way, you may surprise yourself as to how simple and effective the answer really is. Your intuition is actually a constellation of physical cues that respond to the subtle body language, voice intonations, and energetic quality of the people or situations around you, often felt in your gut but not confined to that area. It's your instinct communicating, an aspect of your animal nature that's cued into your survival and growth. You can best access this instinctual wisdom by breathing slowly and steadily and focusing your attention on the physical sensations you notice. In addition to your intuitive feelings, get more information on which to base your choices by doing some research. Consult books, the internet, or other types of oracles, and/or discuss the issue with a friend. Or you may simply need time to contemplate it. Often when you walk away from the problem or question after intensely researching or thinking about it, an unexpected insight surfaces that helps you discern the best choice among all the possibilities. When there's congruity between mind and intuition, coupled with a healthy dose of patience, you tap into the deeper wisdom of Source. So this is once again going in our theme of finding balance. And this is finding that creativity and that imagination that's going to help you get through real life situations. So using the childlike mind to solve real world problems. So I wish you the best, my Pisces, for the month of June. You are going to get through this, and trust in your mind and trust in your intuition and your creativity. You are so powerful, and I wish you all the best for June 2023. Thank you so much. Okay, all my signs, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed your reading, and I had such a wonderful time doing this reading for all of you. Please give me your feedback and let me know if this resonated with you, if this was helpful, and if you would like to see more videos like this in the future. I can do another one in the month of June for the month of July if this was very helpful for you. Keep me updated and let me know what you thought. So I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Make sure you give me a like and subscribe. I would be so grateful for that. And until next time, bye-bye.